body all shot up trying to take something from somebody, man. Stop it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
It ain't.
You know, it's definitely not worth it.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna move right along.
Okay.
Putting your kids out at 18. Putting your kids out at 18. Now, let's hop on over to Twitter real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna hop on over to Twitter real quick, and we're gonna get in the DM so we can see the message. And what brought this to our attention was the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, okay. All right. If y'all can see, let me click it in. You can see that, Roti?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me see something. Gotta go on here and get us set up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can see
it. Good. You good with it now, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Now we're gonna hop on over to Twitter real quick. Now it says, mother gives her son an eviction notice papers on the 18th, on his 18th birthday, giving him 30 days to vacate. Is the mom right? So she typed in all that, you know, lease termination, 30-day vacation notice, and all that stuff like that. Now, me personally, I know this is me. I think it's just, this is one of those things that you just see on the internet. It's just a skit, and you know,
clickbait.
Yeah, some clickbait. Mom is actually, he actually going to college. They just doing it to get some attention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are some parents who have it in their soul that once they children 18, they grown, it's time for them to get out and face the real world. What do you personally feel about that, Roti? When you think about yourself and you think about you possibly, you know, getting there, having kids and stuff, or having a child.
Yeah.
You know, what do you feel about kicking your kids out at the age of 18?
I think it's case by case, you know.
Right.
I believe that that parents' jobs is to get their kids ready for the real world, you know. So let's just say, you know, I had a daughter or son, and they were turning 18,
right,
and they don't really have no ambition, or they don't know what they want to do, and that would be fine, you know what I mean? But like you, if they not ready for the world, I wouldn't throw them out there, you know what I mean? They're gonna get swallowed up, you know. But if like I said, it would depend on the child. If they know what they want to do, which, you know,
right,
I would say that's more unlikely than not that a kid know what they want to do at 18, but it's possible, you know what I mean? And if they got a plan, if it's college or whatever,
right?
Okay, yeah, you know, we can. I believe it's my job to help my kid go out there and fly. You know what I mean? But like, if he or she not ready, nah, I couldn't. I don't think I could do it. You know what I mean? I would be like, you know, and in my opinion, these I would be having talks with my child, 11, 12, 13. What you like to do? Let's formulate a plan in those years. So like when he or she turned 18, it ain't like just, oh, okay, well, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Because like, you know, think about it, like, you know, you can't just go out there and get a job at 18 is going you know, pay rent, you know, because you see rent going up, you know what I mean?
Skyrocket.
It's tough, bro. Inflation hitting, you know, you need a car, you know, so you know, I would say, is this child ready to go out there and get in that rat race? You know what I mean? Get in that fight.
Exactly.
If he or she is, then okay, you know, I'm gonna still be there for you. But like, I don't think I can rock with just forcing the child out like that. You know,
right.
You know, I gotta see, you know, but like if we, you know, on the other hand, if this child is disrespectful, I'm not having that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm warning you, you know, but like you ain't gonna be, you know, it ain't gonna be disrespecting. I'm paying all your bit. Nah, that ain't going down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You okay? When you have to go on out there, then because I'm gonna catch a case. You know what I mean? Like we're not having that. Right. Not having that. So it really, in my opinion, depends on the situation. What you think, bro?
Well, yeah. Like you said, it's case by case. It's case by case, and I honestly don't see nothing wrong with allowing your kid to flourish, save money, learn more about financial independence before you kick them out the house. Or I know some I know a lot of parents that can't handle the fact that when their child does turn 18, because a lot of these parents, man, they live in like a delusional state. So it's like, don't get it twisted. I'm not advocating children having sex before they, consider an adult or whatever like that. I'm not advocating that because, I have, a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
So I'm not being like, oh, well, y'all getting close. Y'all need to go ahead, start getting it popping with somebody. No, I'm not advocating that. Yeah. But then a lot of these parents are living in delusions, thinking that, as long as their child stay with them and they 18 years old, they ain't a lot of them ain't been out in that world like that.
Yeah.
And so what happens is what comes with still staying with your parents is bringing shame to your parents' house. Whether you going to lay up at your parents' house and your parents don't know, so you sneaking somebody in, whether you in and out to somebody else's house or you in and out to a hotel, now you're bringing shame back to that residence. A lot of people don't see it. A lot of people just see it as, well, I'm grown, I'm living my life. Nobody can tell me I'm living my life. I'm figuring it out or whatever like that. No, but on the hindsight, you got to think about the hindsight perception of when you're doing that. So when a lot of parents they be frustrated, they'll tell the kid quick, oh, you want to feel grown? You want to, because all this is considered grown. You out there having sex, that's considered grown. So if you're grown, you need to go ahead and get on your own roof. And that's what happens. Don't get me wrong, you do have some malicious parents that are just, malicious with it. Yeah. But for the most case, no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, but like I tell, kids, it's a lot that come with it.
Yeah, it is.
It truly is a case by case scenario, and it's a lot to come with it. It's a lot to come with it,
Yeah.
So I think women and men look at, boys and girls, different.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It's a way more susceptible to kick a 17, 18-year-old boy out the house.
Yeah, it is.
Than it is to kick, because this thing. I'm just gonna keep it a stat. A lot of people ain't gonna say it, but they don't have to say it. That conversation already tells you. How they act already tells you.
The actions, yep.
A lot of people, parents in general, would rather have a son with 2 or 3 kids by women he ain't with than have a daughter out there with 2 or 3 kids by a man she not with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the perception of these kickouts a lot of the times, and it is a lot of people look at the son and be like, well, you turn 18, you're a grown man. It's time to go start preparing your own nest for your own family. Yeah. Well, this is the problem. When you have been improperly equipped with how to build the nest, you setting that meal up for failure.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So man, it's one of those topics I never really stood by. I never really stood by putting my kids. I get it. I understand, being, looked at as a senior or something like I get all that, It's just no.
Yeah.
Putting my kid out, because what happens, I remember I got put out. You know what I'm saying? I got put out when I was 14, and then actually got to come stay with my dad. And then once I got there, I got put out again. I got put out again. And
you and your pops getting into it? Is that why you put you out?
Oh man, initially it wasn't nothing. Like initially, I was a homebody.
Okay.
I was a homebody. You know, all I wanted to do was go to work, make my bread, and go to the gym. Go to the gym like 2-3 times a day, and you know, come home and you know things. I would be at home and I would be just like, oh man, I'm a homebody. I just want to watch TV after I do. I just want to chill and until it's time for me to go. Now you got to think about it. My parents at that time, my dad and my stepmom, at the time that I'm growing up, finally some of these other kids are starting to grow up. So when finally some of these other kids are starting to grow up, you start looking at, oh man, I'm free.
Okay, you want to live life.
I want to live life now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that goes into it. So they looking at it like I'm free. I'm free. And with me, it's like, okay, but you know, I'm trying to be free too.
Yeah.
And it's not that I was trying to be free. Y'all pushed me out the house and was like, man, you got to do something else besides, you know, being consumed with your body and how it looks and going to the gym. You know, and I'm like, nah, I don't. You know, but I had to get I got broken out of that, you know, my dad came in with the Swift, you know, man, you need to go get out the house, you need to go have some fun and things of that nature while I'm sitting there a homebody. But when, you know, I went out there and I started handling stuff, and now I got that real mature crowd that I'm socializing with. Guess what? Baby boy don't want to come back home no more. You know, baby boy gonna stay out in the house until you know, baby boy gonna stay out in the house till about, you know, 2-3, you know, in the morning. And now that you want me to stop, you push me out to go live. And then when I really start living, like the world is mine, now y'all have an issue with it. Now y'all want me to stop. Now you trying to red light me.
It don't work like that.
You can't do that. You got to accept that as much as you push your child to do something, now you got to accept the consequences that come with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, it's just so many reasons why I wouldn't put out, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
My child at 18. It's just so many, you know, morals and morals and values and financial lack and, you know, all that stuff. It's you lack a lot.
Yeah.
You lack a lot when you getting put out the house at 18 years old.
Yeah.
You know. So you lack a total, you lack a lot, man. Putting a kid out, like that's just like saying, okay, the day you graduate and you get into a little situation with your parents, and all of a sudden, oh, you can get out of my house.
Yeah.
You're not even equipped yet.
Yeah. You know, I got a question for you, man. Because you said alluding back to something you said earlier, like, you know, I think you said your pop said you want, you know, basically want to live life, and you know, I could be wrong, but man, you know, kids,
your life over. Yeah,
kids a lifetime responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You could say, like,
well,
you know, you want to be free or whatever, but like, you know, if something happened, you know, if y'all got a good enough relationship, the first person they gonna call is you. You know, the parent. That ain't how it should work.
Well, see, when you talk about, okay, now you gotta understand, like, the bigger your family is different. So I'm just talking as a single child standpoint. Now you gotta understand this thing is broader than me. So like, as a parent, you would think, damn, well, if y'all trying to live life, kicking the oldest one out is gonna do you a disservice. Because what if y'all want to go out of town? The oldest ain't there no more.
Yeah, who gonna watch the youngest one?
What's the point of kicking the oldest out? But when y'all want to go out of town, y'all want to tell the oldest come watch the house.
Come watch kids. Yeah.
But you kick me out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, before you kick your kids out, but you still want your kids to grow up, you got to accept the fact that they're going to start hitting clubs. They're going to start drinking. They're going to start doing everything that you wish you could stop them doing, but they're going to live life. And all you can tell them is, hey, man, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. But if they don't stop, this is what comes with growing up. Going to clubs, coming in the house 3, 4, 5 in the morning. If they ain't got their own place, trying to bring something in, why y'all ain't there? And you catching it. This is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you kick them out, everything you're really trying to stop them from doing at the house, they're gonna go do it.
They're gonna do it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you gotta sit there and be your kid's friend, and the flip side of it is your kid has to be respectful that they still stay with their parents. So the flip side of that is, if you want all this liberty and freedom, but you got to understand the other side of the coin, I can't bring shame to my people's crib.
Yeah, it's true. So
it's like, I put it like this: when I got kicked out at 18, people used to be like, "Man, your dad no trip," and I'm like, "Bro, I don't feel bad. Like,
yeah,
I ain't tripping. I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
it is this what comes with liberty, and this what comes with this what comes with that. This will come with liberty, growing up, going to figure it out, coming of age. This what comes with that, and it's no way around that, So
it's true.
But that's my spiel on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like this was for like you said, social media viralness or whatever like that. Yeah. But the people who actually who deal with this and it's maliciously done. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The folks who go through the malicious intent and do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing you setting your child up for failure, but then you wonder why your 20-year-old son who couldn't get it all together, now he's in pen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or now your young daughter's actually living with an abusive man or abusive whatever that she's scared to leave now or whatever. Or she didn't put it, or your kids didn't bind their name with somebody on all these financial documents and statements. Now they ain't screwing up their name because you threw them out to the wolves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot that come in. It's a lot that come with that. And I'm just not down with it. And kids gotta be respectful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another. Kids, you gotta be respectful where you stay. Exactly. You gotta be respectful of where you lay it, and you still got a roof over your head that you don't pay for.
It's true.
So, but with that, man, that's my spiel on that topic.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And for those that don't know, if you hear a door opening, that's the wife. My wife coming home. Long day's work.
Shout out to Mrs. Boss, man.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, other than that, man,